Hello and welcome to Around the Penny. We've got quite a bit of news to cover with you on this Wednesday, March 30th. I'm Stephanie. Let's go take a walk around the penny. We opened the show with our bulls, and ProTech Capital, symbol PRPM, was able to gain some ground today. They're a business that invests in software companies that are privately held or trading on the public markets. After an up and down start to the month, ProTech seems to be really hitting their stride, ending the day up over 28% on a volume of 115 million shares. Today's big gain tied a new 52-week high for the company. Let's move right along to L Manual International, symbol EMLL. Investors finally got the rally they've been waiting for. After a series of losses, the junior miner ended the day rising 40% on a volume of 72 million shares. Traders are hoping this is not just a dead cat bounce, but instead it's the first step in a swing to the upside. Our final bull is Safeguard Security Holdings Incorporated, symbol SSHS. They're a provider of corporate, industrial, and residential security solutions. The company is currently rocking the OTC stop sign for lack of info, but we're still able to post a solid day. The equity was able to jump up 33% on a volume of 116 million shares. Today, the company announced a new technology division called Acquient Technologies. The new division specializes in security technology integration, and traders were definitely buying the news. On to the bears, and Mammoth Energy Group, symbol MMTE, will kick off the day's decliners. After two rallies to start the week, the equity ended today down over 15% on nearly 250 million shares. The company issued a press release this morning announcing they're in the process of finalizing all of their financing agreements. Mammoth has been in talks with Chilean lithium project and expects to announce concessions in the near future. Next up, Guard Dog Incorporated, symbol GRDO. They're an online identity theft protector, and they had a very tough day, falling just under 45% on nearly 52 million shares. To make things worse, they also had the OTC stop sign for no info. Today's final bear is Title Consulting Services Incorporated, symbol TITL. The consulting company mainly specializes in closing real estate sales transactions, reverse mortgages, as well as refinances. But they are currently in the process of completing a merger with the mobile text marketing website textmymarket.com. Title Consulting hopes this merger will bring new life to the company, as they have seen nothing but losses since the end of January. Traders didn't care much for the news, and the equity ended up crashing 21% on nearly 87 million shares. Chat rooms and message boards exploded over Global Aircraft Solutions, symbol GACFQ. The company is classified in airports, flying fields, and services, but they haven't had any news since August of last year when they sold a second aircraft to Pamir Airways. They also have the OTC stop sign for no info, and they're reported to be in bankruptcy. The stock has been all over the place for the last month, but today was a pretty good day. It opened at its high of 0.008 and had a low of 0.0025. Overall, it rose 40% on over 21 million shares, closing the day at 0.007. Traders, potheads, and Bob Marley fans alike were all interested in Medical Marijuana Incorporated, symbol MJNA. Yesterday, the company received property and a management contract from the Hemp Deposit and Distribution Corporation. The property will allow them to grow herbal remedies and will generate around $40 million annually. I guess it pays to be green. The stock saw a lot of green today as well. It opened at just over 14 cents and had a high of 23 cents and a low of 13 cents. It jumped up over 66% on 14 million shares to close the day at 20 cents. The quote of the day comes courtesy of Snow Penny, who said, "The funny thing is, I realize that I'm all excited about potential profits of like $30. Then I get depressed when I realize that I blew that at the bar last weekend." Actually, Snow Penny, the real funny thing is you're only making profits of $30. Let's check out our newsletter radar. Two newsletters were pumping Greenway Design Group, symbol GDGI. The company is behind Cool and Save, an air conditioning service that is said to generate substantial energy savings. On Monday, they released testimonials from two commercial installations. Both testimonials were favorable, but the stock has been on a pretty steady decline since then. Today was by far the biggest drop. It opened at $1.70 and fell over 19% on under 2 million shares, closing the day at $1.38. This comes right on the heels of their 52-week low, which happened on March 18th at the price of $1. And around this time last year, the stock was at a high price of $13.50. Not so cool now, are ya? One newsletter was pushing for Zippy Network, symbol ZIPZ. The company created an iPhone app called Zippy Swap, which is sort of a virtual garage sale. Sounds interesting, but the company just submitted it to Apple today, which doesn't mean anything. Apple might not buy it, or the app might not be successful. The news didn't help the stock either. It opened at 0.0002 and stayed there all day on a volume of over 11 million shares. This is quite a difference from 3 months ago when it was at a high of 0.002. Although we love garage sales, especially virtual ones, we have to give Zippy Networks our BS trophy of the day. Now zip your lips and take it like a champ. That's a wrap for today. Thanks so much for watching. For all the latest penny stock news, be sure to visit our homepage, simplypennies.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, check us out on YouTube, and like us on Facebook. For Around the Penny, I'm Stephanie. Have a great night, guys. We have to give Zippy Networks our BS trophy of the day. Now zip your lips and take it like a champ. That was just terrible. So glad I left some space for cutting.